My name is Andy Revenue. I am 22 years old. I'm currently studying to be a nurse. I'm a Gemini, and I have no criminal history.
Hi, my name is Connor Briggs. I am 21 years old. I'm currently trying to get into college. I've been working part-time in Walmart since high school. I want to study biology, and I don't know what my astrological sign is. I was born on March 15th, and I have no criminal history.
My name is Vince Sterling. I'm 22, but I turn 23 next week, so happy birthday to me. I'm a tattoo artist, and I own a shop downtown in Staten Island. I've been doing tattoos pretty much since after high school, and I can't see myself doing anything different until I die. Oh, and I'm a Pisces, and no, I do not have a history of criminal history.
My name is Reese Rentley, and I'm your host tonight on Assumptive. Of the 3 individuals you saw, 2 are innocent, average civilians, but 1 is a convicted felon for murder in the first degree. None of our innocent contestants are aware of who the felon is except for the felon himself. And neither do you. Can 2 average civilians figure out who the convict is amongst the little group? Can you? Whoever is voted as the final decision will serve jail time. If the innocent is voted, he will serve jail time as well with the real convict.
So you said your name was Andy?
Yes?
Oh, I noticed you didn't have a lot to say in the opening sequence.
Yeah, well, I guess I wasn't really sure what else to add other than what we were told to tell about ourselves, but after hearing both of your introductions, I think if I went a second time, I probably would have expanded on mine more.
What would you have added now that you had time to think about it?
Proud cat dad, My Little Pony fan, and baker as a hobby.
I mean, don't you think this guy could be the felon? I mean, he was quiet from the start, and he's one of those My Little Pony freaks. Yeah, those My Little Pony freaks kill people, you know?
What is that even supposed to mean? No, I don't think, what?
Dude, what? You asked about me and I answered. That's really unfair that I tell you an interest of mine and you instantly go, hey, this guy's a murderer.
Yeah, I kind of have to agree.
You know what, Connor? You've actually been more quiet than Andy. I mean, you weren't really pitching in when the conversation started. You were just sort of sitting in the back watching things unravel and get hostile.
What? No, things only got hostile when you started accusing the guy of being a murderer for liking a children's show. Also, you two are having like an A and B conversation. How was I supposed to pitch in about Andy's personal life? I don't even know the guy.
Yeah, you're the one who made things unnecessarily hostile, Vince.
Yeah, I think this guy's aggressive suspicion and desperate urge to try and frame either me or Andy is just breathing is way more suspicious than either of us. Can we like vote this guy for the murder? Is this how this works? Like, can we just say this guy is the guilty one?
Oh, wow. Okay, so we're just going to let Mr. Quiet Guy pin me?
Okay, you know what, guys? I think we got off on the wrong foot. I think Vince being paranoid is not unrightful, and I think that Connor being offended is also valid, but I think we should all just try and be civil with each other and start over.
Okay, yeah, I can agree to that. That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just don't want one of you guys to kill me.
Why would that happen on live television?
Understandable. But you can't just judge people for their hobbies and say they're murderers, and that's just not fair. You could say that about anything. Like, oh, his favorite color is red. That must mean that he likes blood. No, that's stupid.
I'm sorry, but isn't that the point of the whole show? Is that not the whole point of the show, to decide who's the freak based on behavior?
Right, but watching My Little Pony on your spare time isn't a behavior. That's just an interest. It doesn't even affect how he acts here in the circle right now.
You don't know that. I mean, why would someone at our big age be watching a show like My Little Pony?
Well, if you must know, me and my sister who passed away would watch the show together all the time, so.
Ah, I am so sorry.
Okay, I did not know that. How was I supposed to know that? Okay, now I just feel like a jerk.
Well, we were supposed to interrogate each other politely, and that's how you would know.
Andy, I'm so sorry.
It's fine.
No, I'm sorry, man.
It's okay, really.
How old was she?
42.
Whoa.
What?
Yeah.
Dang.
I
I thought you were like 20, 21?
I am.
Well, that's a pretty big age gap to have a sibling.
I mean, I wasn't gonna say it. I was already a jerk, but.
I'm an affair baby.
Oh, what?
My mom got with someone at work and they had me, so.
So were you raised by your sister's dad, like your mom's husband, or the affair daddy?
Neither. My dad left when she cheated, and the affair partner only wanted the one thing, so.
Companionship?
Well,
Well, that's really interesting. So your mom is an older woman now?
yeah, she's 63 right now.
Wow, okay.
Damn, I'm surprised your sister dying didn't give her a heart attack or something. That's crazy old.
Dude, why would you say that? What's wrong with you?
What?
I have no idea what I'm supposed to say to that.
Well, how'd your sister die?
She drowned, dude.
Ooh. Oh?
Oh, no, okay,
What?
okay. I'm so sorry. That was just like for such a grown age person to just drown. That's, I mean, it. Okay, oh, I'm sorry. It's not as funny as it's sorry. It's not funny.
Nah, that ain't normal.
Okay. I understand how this looks. Sorry.
I vote Connor. I mean, what even was that?
Yeah, I'm voting Connor. How could you just laugh at my sister dying, dude?
That is sick.
Okay, no, I'm sorry. No, it's not that it's your sister specifically. It's just like, being 40 and drowning. Like you're a mature person. How can you drown when you're that old? And it's like, okay, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys.
That is weird.
Okay, yes, I know. I'm sorry. Andy, I am sorry.
So, okay. Now, so we are halfway point of the show, which means that we will showcase our activity that should demonstrate behavioral characteristics of each of our subjects. So, in this bag, we have 3 apples and 3 knives. You will peel your apple to show how you will handle a knife. But first, our PSAs.
This pen isn't working again. I feel like I'm having a crisis.
Crisis?
I know I ordered hot coffee and not cold. No one ever listens to me.
Sounds like you have a crisis.
My pen isn't working. The internet in this place is absolutely horrible, so now my computer doesn't work. And to top it off, the coffee that I ordered that I said hot is cold because they gave me ice. Like, I need iced coffee in this weather. Like, honestly, this is ridiculous. I feel like I'm going through a crisis.
Crisis?
I'm gonna have to call you back?
Oh, hey, are you okay?
Have you seen a girl, like, this tall around?
No, should I have?
She's been following me around screaming crisis at me.
Oh, Casey? She's a public relations major. They're working on crisis management this week.
Public relations forms relationships between businesses and the public. A degree in public relations could lead to jobs like media planner, social media manager, marketing assistant, copywriter, and crisis manager.
She does realize that's not how crisis management works, right?
Nope. They didn't get to that part yet.
Great.
Take your apple.
Thank you.
Stuff the knives.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right. I think. So can we eat the apples when we're done cutting them, or are they like prop food and they're not even real apples and we just have to throw them out?
It's a real apple. You can do whatever you please with it.
All right, great. I haven't eaten all day. Ugh. Here we go.
You know what's funny?
What is?
This guy just talked all this crap about my dead sister, and now I have a knife in my hand. If I was the murderer, that'd be pretty bad for him.
That's not funny.
Yeah, that's freaky. Why would you even say that? There's no reason why you should have said that.
You have no reason to joke about my dead sister, so we're even, I
Ow.
guess.
Dang, I think I cut my finger.
Okay, I understand why you're mad. I just don't think we should be joke about killing each other, but I get that I pissed you off, and I'm sorry.
No, it's fine, man. You're real lucky I'm not the killer, though.
See, that sounds like something an axe murderer would say.
It does, yeah. I mean, who threatens to be a murderer?
Who jokes about someone's sister who drowned?
Am I doing this right?
Man, you will not let that go.
No, and don't expect me to. The fact that you're so unsympathetic about it says a lot about you.
Sociopathic.
Exactly.
Look, I understand why you feel that way, and I'm sorry.
At this point, who do you believe to be the convicted felon?
You know, after the whole sister thing, which really wasn't funny, I want to say Connor. I really do. But honestly, I think that Vince really instigated and lured Connor to react so weird so he could cause a feud like he did earlier.
Okay, hold on. I did not instigate anything, okay?
You did instigate. Vince, don't lie. And honestly, up until Connor left, you were making very obscure and insensitive comments.
Okay, those were just my opinions.
Well, they were wrong opinions.
Well, how can an opinion be wrong?
Look at how you're holding the knife. It's freaking me out. You just keep jabbing into the apple to get juice and chunks of fruit. That's scary. That looks very I've stabbed human flesh, like if we're being serious.
Oh, now how would you know that?
Connor, can we get your input?
I mean, I was really hoping it wouldn't come to me, so I have to be honest, I have no clue. Andy wasn't being shifty to begin with, but now that he's like making all of these jokes, and it's making me feel weird.
Because you laughed about my dead sister.
Yeah, but why would you joke about that on this show specifically?
It feels like you set me up. I mean, anyone who would get pissed at that. You don't have any siblings you'd ride or die for?
No, I'm an only child.
Did you kill your other siblings?
You know that's not funny, man.
I'm not trying to be funny.
No, you're seriously unfunny. Dangerously unfunny. And I agree with Andy, you've been instigating this since the start. Andy only snapped because I got a touchy subject that you put on us.
Okay.
Look, I think it's Vince. The guy doesn't know how to behave and holds a knife like my 5-year-old cousin with violent tendencies.
We're not going to question that he has family members with violent tendencies. That could be genetic.
So who's your bet?
I'm going to say Vince.
It's Vince.
Are you kidding?
So the cards are stacked against Vince. But before we book anyone and reveal the truth, I will now ask where all of you were 2 days ago, the day the murder took place. Answer and then cast your final votes. Let's start with Andy.
Okay, let me think. 2 days ago, I was driving an uncle to Scottsdale for a business trip, since he hasn't been able to drive with his DUI, and he offered me a good bit of cash for the commute. Other than that, I just stayed in with my cat and watched The Office. Yeah.
Scottsdale is a very ideal body dumping location, by the way, but anyways, my day.
And how would you know that?
I'm ignoring you. Anyways, 2 days ago, I took this girl on a date to Red Robin's in a movie, and we engaged in amorous activities.
What was her name?
Wow.
I just met her, okay?
You allegedly engaged in amorous activities with a woman without knowing her name. Yeah, right.
Hey,
Okay, is it my turn? No, we're running out of airtime, and I need to clock into my shift soon. Okay, so 2 days ago, I had to call out of work to attend a court for a legal standing issue.
I thought you said you have no criminal history.
yeah.
Well, no, it was a large sum of parking tickets. I don't think that constitutes a criminal history.
No, it counts, and you failed to include it.
No, it's parking tickets, not murder.
You lied about not having a criminal history.
I don't have a criminal history.
Having a plethora of parking tickets and having to go to court about it sounds like a criminal history to me.
Well,
All right. We are now concluding the show in our final minutes. It is now time for the final votes. The real convict will go to jail and serve a life sentence, and so will the person who votes wrongfully. We will now conclude starting with Andy, but first, our final PSA.
Hey, class starts in 5 minutes. You coming?
Yeah, I'll catch up.
You still here?
Oh yeah, I'm coming to class.
Where are you going? Class ended.
Oh.
If you're so glued to your phone, why don't you minor in social media?
Oh. Okay.
On a daily basis, we're met with many inconveniences, such as road work, traffic, or poorly written laws and regulations. Well, the solution is you. Yes, you. By visiting the website www.nj.gov/elections, you can find out information regarding the local politicians running in your area. It's up to us as a community to discuss the changes we would like to see happen by voting in our local election November 6th.
I gotta say, Vince. From the get-go, he was rude, he was closed-minded, he made wildly inappropriate comments, he's loud, and he basically stabbed the apple to death. He scares me. It's Vince.
You know, my ego really wants me to say Connor. I mean, the guy's given me a wildly hard time from the start, and he has that incredibly stupid face.
okay.
I mean, he also lied about having a criminal history, and he looked a little too into the activity we were given when we were given a knife. But I'm not gonna front. Every other cell in my body is saying Andy. I mean, I knew he was the freak from the get-go.
All because I like My Little Pony.
I vote Brony Boy.
Wow.
You know, up until now, every fiber in my body was saying Andy. Not because of the My Little Pony stuff. That's just really dumb. I don't want to say that it's just the My Little Pony stuff. Like, he started making jokes about killing me, and he just looked a little too serious about it. Especially when he was peeling that apple. Like, it looked like he was pretending it was me. But I really thought about what he said, and Vince instigated it from the beginning. And I do believe that pitting me and Andy against each other was your goal this entire time. And so that you could play innocent this entire episode. So I do think it is Vince, especially since he made such a massive deal about me having parking tickets as if it was the world's biggest murder. Also, his disrespect to women. Like, what the way he allegedly conjugaled with a woman and doesn't even remember her name. And on top of things that Andy mentioned, that just shows how little consideration for another person's life that you have. So, yeah, I think it's you.
Wow, you just said a whole bunch of nothing. I mean, the way you have to over-explain and just go on and on really makes me think it's you.
So do you change your answer?
Nah, it's Andy.
For the assault of drowning of Andy Revenue, you are going away for a very long time.
I told you!
No, wait a moment, no.
And for guessing incorrectly, Connor Theodore Briggs, you are to serve the same sentence.
Please, no.
You all agreed to this. Come on. A transportation vehicle awaits you.
Well, I told you, those bronies are crazy, man. Not bad. A good apple.